Dear students, so today let us discuss about the transistor biasing, different types of transistor biasing we have. Then what is the need for transistor biasing that we have already discussed. That is, if we have fixed the operating point of a transistor circuit, then there is a chance of shifting this operating point because of certain factors, and that factors we have discussed in the last class. Because of the individual variations, because of the change in temperature, and because of this thermal runaway, there's a chance of shifting the operating point. So there's a chance of destructing the circuit. So in order to avoid that, we have to keep the biasing or the operating point a fixed value independent of these factors which we have already mentioned. So we have different types of biasing, and the quality of a particular biasing depends on its stability factor, that also we have discussed in the last class. The stability factor, you can express it in terms of these IB and IC as the equation we have already discussed. S is equal to beta plus 1 divided by 1 minus beta into DIB by DIC. So if the stability factor is low, then the circuit is a good one. So we have to design circuits which gives us stability factor as low as possible. And here we have to discuss three types of transistor biasing circuits. The first one is base resistor method, second one is collector feedback resistor method, and the third one is voltage divider bias method. And so we are discussing one by one here. So these are the transistor bias methods which we are discussing here: base resistor method, collector feedback resistor method, and voltage divider bias method. Okay, now we can come to the first case. In this case, so in all the cases which we are discussing, the primary conditions are to be satisfied. That is, it should mention the minimum value for VBE, minimum value for VCE as mentioned earlier. That is for silicon and germanium transistors, and all these conditions are to be maintained along with these conditions. So the first method which we are going to discuss is the base resistor method. So first of all, you draw the circuit. You can draw the circuit. Then here you can see the circuit. That is, we have a transistor here, then one source is here, VCC, and the negative of the source is connected to this point. Negative is here, negative is connected here. This is the plus terminal of the battery, and this is the minus terminal of the battery, that usually we are indicating as the ground terminal. And we are using as a practical circuit, that so that we are using only a single power supply here. Then we have one RC resistor is connected in the collector part. This is the collector part, and this is the emitter part, and this is the base part. And here we have used one resistor RB here, and that is the name because it is called a base resistor method. Now we can analyze the circuits, and we can obtain the different equations connecting the different parameters of the circuit. By designing, we mean that is finding the values of resistors that is suitable for the circuit to obtain the given conditions of IB, IC, etc. Okay, now we can analyze the circuit. So here the different voltages we have. Here this voltage you can mention it as VB, you can mention. Then there is a voltage already here between the terminals base and emitter of the transistor, that you can mark it as VBE. Then there is a voltage between collector and emitter, and that is termed as VC. Now we can see the equations connecting. Then you can mark the points here as A here, B here, then N here, E here, etc. in order to consider certain loops regarding this circuit. Okay, now we have the basic equation for this common emitter configuration, that is IC is equal to beta into IB, or IB is equal to IC divided by beta. That is a common equation for all types of common emitter configuration. Now we are considering the loop A, B, E, N, A from top, A here, B here, E here, N here. A, B, N, A, that is the loop which we are considering. Then, and for the loop considered, we can write the equation as this is the equation. VCC is the voltage applied, so VCC is equal to that is here it is the current is marked as IB through the base terminal, IE through the emitter terminal, and IC through the collector terminal. So by considering this loop starting from VCC to this loop, so the total voltage VCC is divided between RB and this VB. So we can write the equation VCC is equal to IB into RB plus VBE. So from this equation you can write IB RB is equal to VCC minus VBE, or the value of RB you can find out RB is equal to VCC minus VBE divided by IB. So from this equation, suppose you know the value of VBE, you can find out the value of RB by fixing all other quantities. VCC you can fix, VB you can fix, and IB depending upon the transistor you can select the value whichever is possible you can select. Then from that equation you can find out the expression for RB. So this is the equation for RB in this case, and VB is quite generally small as compared to VCC, so sometimes you can neglect that, and in that case you can write the expression like this. So usually we use the first equation by considering the expression for VBE. Now suppose we are finding the stability factor of this circuit. The equation for stability factor is S is equal to beta plus 1 divided by 1 minus beta into di by dic. So in the expression for IB, which we have already mentioned, what is the expression for IB? IB RB is equal to, you can write here, that is IB RB, IB into RB, that is equal to VCC minus VBE. So there is no dependence between IB and IC, so you can substitute this value dIB by dic is equal to 0. So in this equation you will get S is equal to beta plus 1 divided by 1 minus 0, so that is equal to S is equal to beta plus 1. So in this case, the stability factor is beta plus 1. The stability factor in the base resistance method is beta plus 1. So, usually the value of beta, for this type of transistor, it is 100. So, S is equal to 101, which is a big value. So, we can conclude that this IC value changes 101 times faster than ICBO. So, if once ICBO changes, then 101 times IC changes. That is the meaning of S is equal to 101. ICBO, it is the leakage current depending upon the temperature. So, due to this large value of S, in a fixed bias, it has poor thermal stability. So, the stability of this type of circuit is very low, but as a beginner, we are studying this circuit in order to analyze the circuit and study the properties of the different circuits. ഇനി ഇതേ സർക്യൂട്ടിൽ നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ സപ്പോസ് നിങ്ങളുടെ ആർസിൻ്റെ വാല്യൂ ഒക്കെ ഇവാലുവേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ പറഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് യൂസ് ചെയ്യാം. എങ്ങനെ ഈ സർക്യൂട്ട് അനാലിസിസ് നടത്തുകയെന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ നമുക്കിപ്പോൾ ഈ സർക്യൂട്ടിൽ ഈ ഒരു ലൂപ്പ് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. സോ ആ ലൂപ്പിൽ നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ എഴുതാൻ പറ്റും? VCC ഈസ് ദ സപ്ലൈ വോൾട്ടേജ്, ദാറ്റ് VCC ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു വോൾട്ടേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ആർസിൻ്റെ അക്രോസ് വരുന്ന വോൾട്ടേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ IC ഇൻറ്റു RC പ്ലസ് നമുക്ക് നെക്സ്റ്റ് വരുന്ന വോൾട്ടേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഈ ഒരു പോയിൻറ്റിൻ്റെയും ഈ ഒരു പോയിൻറ്റിൻ്റെയും ഇടയ്ക്ക് വരുന്ന വോൾട്ടേജ്. ദർ ഇസ് നോ അതർ കോമ്പണൻസ് ഹിയർ, സോ യു ക്യാൻ റൈറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് ആസ് VCE. So once you have to find out the operating point of this circuit, you have to find out the values of IB, which you have already obtained from the previous equation. If you know beta, you can find out the value of IC. So by substituting this IC and VCE, which we are fixing, you can find out the value of RC. So this is the analysis of the second part of the circuit. So you can determine the operating points IC and VCE for this circuit. Now the advantage of the circuit is, suppose this circuit is very simple. We can say only one resistance RB is required besides this RC, and the calculations are very simple, and there is no loading, so voltage loading of the source by the biasing circuit, since no resistance is employed across the base emitter junction. These are the certain advantages of this circuit, but there is a more than the advantages, has certain very big disadvantages. And because it provides very poor stabilization, the poor stabilization of the circuit, because the stability factor of the circuit is very high, so the circuit provides poor stabilization. There is a chance of thermal runaway for this circuit. So the circuit is we are using rarely used by the practical sense, but we are studying this because as a beginner we have to study the step by step of the biasing circuits. ഇനി ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു എക്സാമ്പിൾ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. അതിൽ ഇപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഒരു സിലിക്കൺ ട്രാൻസിസ്റ്റർ എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ട്. സിലിക്കൺ ട്രാൻസിസ്റ്ററിൽ ബീറ്റ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 100 എന്ന് പ്രൊവൈഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. യു ക്യാൻ സി ബീറ്റ ഈസ് ഈക്വൽ ടു 100 ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഇസ് എ സിലിക്കൺ ട്രാൻസിസ്റ്റർ. ഫൈൻഡ് ദ ബയാസ് പോയിൻറ്റ്സ് യു ഹാവ് ടു ഫൈൻഡ് ഔട്ട്. So you can write the equations. First equation considering this loop. So IB is equal to, or there is no need for by hearting this equation. You can write like this: VCC is equal to what is first one is IB/RB plus IB into RB plus then this voltage is VB.